My first horror movie was It 2017, like the original chapter 1 before they made the chapter 2. And that was like my freshman year of high school. And that was like the first time I was allowed to see a rated R movie on my own. And that's why that was, you know, my first horror movie technically. Up until that point, I'd watched like the little kid stuff like Courage the Cowardly Dog, Goosebumps. I read those books. I love scary stories to tell in the dark. I had also seen like snippets of Nightmare on Elm Street because my mom loves that movie. But yeah, like my first full horror movie, I would say, was It Chapter 1 from 2017. Top 5 horror movies. These all switch around a lot. I've watched a ton of horror movies, and these are a lot of ones that everyone's heard of, but I love them, and they're the ones I find myself rewatching endlessly. So number 5 is A Nightmare on Elm Street, the original, not the remake. I don't want to go into that one. Then at number 4 is Basket Case. Number 3 is Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I love Basket Case and Killer Clowns from Outer Space because they're both really like low budget movies, and they're both goofy and they have so much fun and there's so much heart in them. I love the puppetry in both of them, which is why they're both up there. So yeah, Basket Case number 4, Killer Clowns from Outer Space number 3. Then we go into my top 2, which is number 2, Suspiria from the 1970s. I love Argento's work in that, and I love the remake, but the original is just so beautiful. And my number 1 favorite horror movie is Scream, the original. I love Wes Craven. I love all his movies. Scream is just the horror movie that I watch to no end, and I show everyone this movie when they want to get into horror. But yeah, that's my number 1. So current horror filmmakers I love, I'm going to start with Rebecca McKendry. I loved Glorious, great film. Bria Grant, I'm a big fan of 12-Hour Shift. I also love Torn Hearts, but I definitely think 12-Hour Shift was more my style. Jordan Peele, I mean, Nope is his best movie. All of his movies are fantastic, but Nope is phenomenal. Radio Silence, I watched Abigail recently, and I continue to love all their films. Radionauts still my favorite of theirs. There's Nikiatu Jusu, who did Nanny. I loved that movie. I got to see that one at Austin Film Festival. Greta Gerwig, Lady Bird is one of my favorite movies of all time. Yorgos Lanthimos, I love all his movies. I feel like there's one more name I could... Bo Burnham. Bo Burnham. I love Bo Burnham. Bo Burnham's Inside. I know it's not like a movie. It's a comedy special, but that's like one of my favorite pieces of media of all time. And I also love 8th Grade. It's so good. Yeah, those are some of my favorite filmmakers, I guess, if I were to write one more, Richard Linklater. I think that's it. Yeah, okay, that's my list. Now, filmmakers who influenced me most. I'm going to specifically talk about who influenced me for Bloodstream, the short in Welcome Week that's coming out August 30th, shameless plug. Eugene Kotlyarenko, because Spree was a big inspiration for Bloodstream. I really liked the work on Spree, and I wanted to kind of bring that to my own twist with College. Jordan Peele's a big inspiration for me now, bringing him back. Greta Gerwig, I really love her slice of life storytelling with, I mean, obviously Barbie's not slice of life, but like Lady Bird, for example, and the characters she makes. But yeah, the director of Spree, big inspiration. Wes Craven, you know, his directing style is a big influence on me. I guess Williamson's writing from Scream, because that was a lot of where I drew my humor from for this film in particular. And lastly, I'd say my visual language is very much inspired by Argento's films, specifically Suspiria, but like all his other stuff like Deep Red and such, Tenebrae. But yeah, Dario Argento, big inspiration for me. Yeah, those are some filmmakers that inspire me. I'm sure there are millions more that I could think of, but that's what I'm going with. Latest and upcoming project. So right now, I don't know when this specific interview is coming out, but on August 30th, 2024, that's this year, and that's in a couple weeks, anthology film that I worked on, I had a short in, called Welcome Week, is going to release to the public, and I would hope you all go check it out. There's some screenings in LA as well. You can find it on Screenager Productions' social medias. But my short in particular is called Bloodstream, and it's about a college student who uses his roommate who's possessed by the devil to kind of get views, and then that kind of just spirals out of control. So it's a really interesting exploration on what you'll do to get fame, as well as just, you know, tackling different college things like the humor of college students on top of like bad roommates, that kind of stuff. And it's, I don't know, it's a fun time. It's a fun movie. It's definitely one of the more comedic ones of the bunch. But all the shorts in that are great, and I think you should go check out the movie if it's around August 30th. But yeah. For me, biggest thing though is Welcome Week. Please go check that out. A lot of great filmmakers behind it, and my short specifically is Bloodstream. So hopefully you enjoy. Bye.